Hello and welcome to Sigma Estimates. In this short video we're going to show you how to import data from Microsoft Excel. One of the strengths of Sigma is how well it works with Excel. Because many estimators have existing data and previous estimates in spreadsheets, Sigma's made it easy to transfer that information into the program. This video will show you how to do it in two different ways. So you see we have here a simple spreadsheet with excavation and concrete with its quantity, a unit, and cost for labor, material, and equipment. What we need to do is reformat this spreadsheet to be able to fit the import requirements of Sigma. What we need to do first is assign levels or a hierarchy for the different data under the descriptions. So what I'll do is add a column. I'll name it level and begin assigning my items. This top one, excavation, and the following one, concrete, are main headings, so I'll give them a level of 1. The items under each are subcomponents of excavation or concrete, so I'll give them a level of 2. This may not make much sense right now, but as we import it into Sigma, you'll understand how it makes everything fall into place. The next thing we need to do, if your costs are broken out into labor, material, or equipment, then it's best to separate them into individual line items and assign them a category. And I'll show you how to do that. What I will do, since this excavate interior footings has a price for both labor and equipment, I'm going to separate that, create two of the same line items, keep one as labor, and make another one equipment. And I'll just rename this up here unit price to help me keep track. I'm going to create a category column where I can now say that this is a price for labor and this is a price for equipment. The other line items are done the exact same way. For another example, we'll do the concrete item. Concrete interior footings, 13.3 cubic yards, has a labor unit price of $13.75 and material of $90. Once again, I'm going to break that out, create the exact same line item, and break out material and labor. Now, for the sake of time, I've taken the liberty of creating another spreadsheet that shows the finished product here. And you can see I've broken out all my line items, I've separated them into labor and equipment, I have a category, and I have levels. Now once again, if your unit costs are not broken out into labor, equipment, or material, or so forth, then you don't have to take that last step of separating them out. Now this spreadsheet is ready to import into Sigma, and you can do that two different ways. The first one is copy and paste it straight from Excel. And the other one is to actually import it from a CSV file. First, we'll do the copy-paste from Excel. So we've already rearranged our data, and we're ready to just simply copy and paste, just like we would any other Microsoft program. So I'll highlight my items, right-click and copy, open up Sigma, go to my paste icon, and click Paste from Excel. Sigma asks you to map the data that has just been imported, which basically means you just assign names to the column headings where you want it to land in Sigma. First of all, it starts by default at row 2 because it assumes that you have titles in the first row. I don't have titles in my first row, so I'm going to take it up to row 1. This first column is already done for me. Sigma already understands that this is levels 1 and 2. The next one, I'm going to click the column heading and say it's text. This next one, if you remember from our spreadsheet, is quantity. Next is unit. This is unit cost. Last column is the category we just created. Click OK. And notice that Sigma has imported our main headings, excavation and concrete, and the subheadings of everything that we had created. The quantities, the units, the categories are all in place. Next, I'll show you how to import the same file, only from a CSV. So I'll close this estimate, go back to my Microsoft file, and what I'll do is File, Save As, and instead of saving it as an Excel workbook, I'm going to choose CSV, delimited. Remember to save this in a place that you can get to it easily. I'll save it to my desktop and just click through the various notifications that it gives you. Go back to Sigma, create a new file, go to Data, Import from CSV, browse to the file you just saved. There's my import estimate file. Click Open. One thing you always want to make sure and check is the encoding. Make sure that you choose US ASC2. And then you may have to refresh the comma. Notice that now I'm back in good shape here with my items landing in the right spot. Assign my level, my text, my quantity, unit, unit cost, and category. Everything else is good. Actually, I believe CSV is just a little bit easier than pasting from Excel, but both ways work just fine. Click OK, and once again, you have your estimate imported from Excel with everything landing right into place. Well, I hope this video has been helpful, and I hope that you're now able to take your Excel spreadsheets and transfer them into Sigma. Thanks for now, and we'll see you later.